GHSA and its member schools have made a commitment to promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all GHSA section events. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area during warm-ups or while the contest is being conducted. Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at today's event.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and let's get some baseball going here at Pike County High School. I'm Bo McMichael with Maya Barrett. We'll be here for 2 games this afternoon. Sit back and enjoy. We'll get started right after the festivities that take place before a baseball game, I think. Yeah, that's what you do. Maya, you doing well today?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Oh, it's just awesome on that part. Great, beautiful day. What's the weather like out there?
Let's see. I know it is around 73. Sorry, I have 2 mice in front of me, and one doesn't want to work.
That's all right. You grabbed the wrong one on that part.
Here we go. 73 degrees, wind, a nice 6 miles per hour. Nice breeze.
It is. That's great to the crew on site. We're down here in the studio out of Atlanta, Georgia. Glad to have you with us. Pike County taking on Jackson High School. Nice little region matchup. We'll be right back with you.
Jackson Red Devils and your Pike County Pirates. First for the Red Apples, the center fielder, number 13, Camden Minor. Batting second, playing second, number 1, Kanan Bernhardt. Behind the dish, number 11, Zane Walker. The starting pitcher for the Red Devils, number 5, Chase Harris. In right field, number 15, Justin Hardy. In left field, number 6, Deacon Andrews. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Austin Lyle. At first base, number 9, Jacob Yon. Batting ninth, the third baseman. And now the lineup for your Pike County Pirates. Leading off, number 14, the left fielder, Johnson. Batting second, playing second. Number 27, Zane Axelberg. In right field, number 8, Ridge Smith Hammond. On the bump for the Pirates tonight, number 7, Cole Hammond.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a little fixaroo here and get things started, and we'll be right back. Going to change. We're not leaving. Thank you for watching. That was a great game, Maya. What did you think about the game so far?
Wonderful. Well played.
Well played, yes. Yeah. Normally you don't get a touchdown and a three-pointer in a game here. We're mostly non-baseball callers. I enjoy a good baseball game, but the man Alex Schaefer is on his way. That's what he gets when he gets a school teacher, and to have that one. So we're going to kind of move some things around, change up. The wind is nice, causing a little chaos, so that's okay. Get all that back up and running. Back to the national anthem.
play ball.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy some wonderful baseball live from Zebulon, Georgia. I'm Bo McMichael with Maya Barrett, bringing you Jackson Red Devils taking on the Pike County Pirates. Let's watch a little bit of basketball. Yesterday, what was the score to yesterday's game? Miss Maya, go ahead. They played against each other, and it was 11-3. The winning pitcher for Pike County threw a complete game. Love my brain trying to pick up on everything. Past matchups right there.
Looks like they won 11-3.
They did. I agree with that. Is there an echo in here? I don't think so. Let's get this scoreboard up and running. All right, got a nice little fancy teacher appreciation scoreboard for us. Anything's wrong, you can reach out to Maya Barrett at scoresports.com. She's running the scoreboard for us. It's the top of the first. She said, give me at least one inning to get everything going. Is that what you said? I appreciate that.
Baseball fans, you can follow today's game on Fun 101. We have Craig Parrott and Coach Patel on the call on 101 FM. Also,
Jackson will be up to bat first. The most interesting thing about the region here, they played all their region games at the end of the season. So that's always been very interesting for me, and they'll play them in 3-game sets. Like I said, yesterday played, and then they'll play 2 games today, 4 o'clock and 6:30.
So did Pike County plan it that way? All their region games?
I think all the regions, this particular region got together and said, hey, let's do that. And they like playing them in series. A lot of times it's just single matchups before then, non-region games. But they all play that. Now, granted, I am talking like I know what I'm saying, and I know that.
Just talk with confidence.
I do. You know, be like, yeah, I can
Cool.
I can do a flip. I'm going to do a flip right now.
Do it.
So, yeah, root me on that part. So. All right, here we go. Hopefully he'll get off these 4 angles, and there we go. Jackson at bat, number 17. First pitch. In there for a ball. I'm going to help you out, Maya. In there for another ball. No, I get it. You're good. We're going to work together on this one. It's no
Okay.
problem. I'm excited that I can call balls and strikes right there. First strike of the day. Two and one count here, top of the first. Low from Jackson at the plate. Second strike, went for the bunt. Was not able to connect. That would be my famous thing to do, is to bunt, because I'm a speedster and I can really make it down to first base. Everybody that's listening to this knows that's not the case. Oh, nice swing, foul ball. Still sitting at 2-2. Hammond, number 7, a senior, pitching for the Pike County Pirates. Fly out, center field, first out of the day. Oh, I'm realizing some things. You know, I consider myself not to be a smart person, and I kept trying to figure out what we're watching, and I figured it out. It just took me a minute there, Miss Maya. 1 out. In there for a nice strike. Finally getting ahead of the count. Number 16, a freshman. Little chin music. Outside or inside. Oh, they said he got hit. He's going to take his base.
Moving to the plate, the catcher, number 11, Zane Walker.
Got a man on first. Once again, real close on the inside. Ball. Hey, the best thing on this roster, I just realized that the numbers were on the right side, and I was counting 1 through 16 and calling the names out. Sorry for calling the wrong. Jackson, player up to bat. Zane Walker's a sophomore. 2 balls, no strikes. Little picture-in-picture action. Man on first. It is windy out there today, ladies and gentlemen. In there for a strike. Takes a little time, readjust. Here comes the pitch from number 7. Swing, foul tip, strike 2. I love the music. Nothing better than a good old-fashioned organ music. I love some organ music. I just don't know what that would be named. Would you give me an organ band? Do you know that, Maya?
Not off the top of my head.
That's why we call her the best color person this side of the Mississippi, ladies and gentlemen. This side of the Mississippi.
I do like organ music, though. It's really that's a really cool instrument.
It is. And for those that play it,
yeah, that's a skill.
Yeah, little fly out right there. See, I would dig calling baseball just because there is a lot of sometimes dead time, so you can just talk it
About
up.
anything.
Oh my goodness. You know, be the off-limit subjects. You know, there are certain people. One guy by the name of AC would not be able to call a baseball game with me. I would not allow him. We'd be in so much trouble. They'd have got us off the air.
No, I had a very surreal experience listening. I was in San Diego.
Oh, throwback
Ooh.
to first base.
And they had this huge public organ beside a Japanese park, a Japanese garden.
And somebody was playing it?
Someone was playing, so I was listening to Phantom of the Opera.
Okay.
Walking through a Japanese garden,
okay.
yes.
He is holding it together here, 2-2, 1 out. Got a man on first. I like that shot if it holds up. A little pixelated, apologize. Way too much stuff up in that press box. Pull that transmitter. Back to the picture-in-picture. Able to see the first baseman. I so badly want to talk to Joey and say, hey, and try to give you some things. And I'm on the call, so I can't call him and give him some heads up. So. This is a good battle right here. Got him. Two away. And we're still battling away here with the hitter. Two outs here. Yeah, definitely enjoy the organ music. I can. We'd love to give you those picture-in-pictures. Oh, good shot.
Number 5, Chase Harris.
I didn't move him off of first base, so we're good to go there. I tell you one, that was a great battle between hitter and pitcher right there. Great battle indeed. Next up to bat, number 5, for Jackson. That would be Chase Harris. Number 5, Chase Harris.
My bad.
Hey, it's okay.
I did the same thing you did.
And I've stopped doing that.
Let's go.
I know. I'm taking
there.
all the numbers off of that. I'm like, nope, not looking at that number. In there for a ball. All right. 1-1 count. Another strike. 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 outs. Runner on first. They've had 2 hits. 1 hits batsman, and 1 actually a hit. Strike, 2-2. One and two. They're going to call him safe. We all kind of trying to figure out that call. Count still 1-2. I love when people in the stands think we have that good of technology that we throw that replay back that quick. Yeah. Just like that, we're out of the inning. No, we didn't say that. I'm not getting involved in that at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the bottom of the first. We'll be right back here on the Score 58 Network.
Celebrate Tuxedo, McElroy Realty, Simply Southern Hair Salon, The Dump Pumper, Windtrack Construction, Pipe Foods, Christ Chapel Community Church, and T.W. Brown Contracting. Thank you for supporting Pike County Baseball.
right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the bottom of the first. That first inning was very interesting in the sense of a hits batsman, steal of second base, or still second base, and left us with a nice strikeout at the end to get out of the inning. We got Alex Schaefer about to join us here shortly. We'll hand the reins over to him so he can call baseball and I can stop battling. But, Maya, you've done a great job on that part. You know, I always think it's amazing from baseball players because that ball is moving so fast, and I would just be ducking. I'd be holding the bat up in my air, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not swinging on that part. They'd be like, you going to take the hit? I'm like, yep, I'm going to lean into it and just take the bruise and do that. All right. Who's our starting pitcher for Jackson? Let me see if we get a number here in just a minute. Here we go, number 5. We got Chase Harris on the mound for Jackson. With number 11 up to bat, Caleb Hammond. He's a senior, playing third base. Nice dribbler, able to rebound. And that's the first out in the inning. Nice infield action by Jackson. Jackson in the blue, Pike in the white. Once again, you're here on the Score 58 Network with Bo McMichael, Maya Barrett, and quite soon Alex Schaefer will be joining us, calling both games here in Zebulon, Georgia. A little bit outside, up high. Out of ball. 2 balls. Another ball. Might get our first walk of the game with that. We can bring in old Alex. Can you hear me, man?
You can't hear me.
No,
Hey, there we go.
You, buddy. I can hear you. I'm going to let you take it away here. We're going to have a little fun doing some production on that part. If you need anything, Alex, just either text, yell, or talk to us because we'll have our earpieces in.
Yes, sir.
All right, have some fun, man. Go
Absolutely.
Well, let's give them 2, and I will be showing some Naked Gun here. I'm just being honest with you. If you haven't seen it lately, you just need to be able to channel that and understand how to really call balls and strikes out here in this world. Back over to you. We'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. Well, we got our first strike of the at-bat there as it goes 3-1 on Zane Axelberg, the number 2 hitter for Pike County. If you're just joining us, we got a 0-0 score. Bottom of the first of a doubleheader here from Pike County High School. High and inside, and that one is going to walk Zane. So he's going to be standing at first base with 1 out. And it's going to bring up the number 3 hitter for the Pirates. Number 8, Ridge Smith at the plate. Strokes one to short. That one's going to be caught on the fly, and that's going to be out number 2 as Smith goes down on a line out to the shortstop. Number 4, Braylon Taylor for the Red Devils. And that'll put a runner at scoring position as Harris balks Axelberg to second. Got a beautiful day for baseball out at Pike County High School. After the balk, we're back to action. This one's going to be high and inside to the cleanup hitter, Caleb Hammond. 1-0 is the count to the cleanup hitter for the Pirates, Caleb Hammond, who's having a good season, as are the Pirates. We'll talk about that a little bit as the game goes along. This one's going to be low as Harris is a bit wild in the inning, already with the one walk, and now having trouble finding the strike zone to Hammond. This one is swung on and fouled away, so it'll run it to 2-1. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us out there, checking out the game on the Score 58 Network, live from Pike County High School. We've got a doubleheader on tap. Pike County taking on Jackson in region play. Hammond strikes this one into center field, but caught on the run by the Jackson center fielder, and that is going to end the inning for the Pirates. So heading to the top of the second, we've got ourselves a 0-0 ball game here after one. Pike County, of course, observing Teacher Appreciation Night. As you can see there, great quote. Everyone who remembers his own education remembers teachers, not methods and techniques. The teacher is the heart of the educational system. Thank you to all of the teachers at Pike County High School, at Jackson High School, and all across the country and world for that matter. Thank you to all of our educators out there.
Second for Jackson, the right fielder, number 15, Justin Hardy.
You can hear there, Justin Hardy is going to be leading things off. Number 15 for Jackson, a freshman for the Red Devils. Ball is going to be inside. Cole Hammond on the mound for the Pirates. Can't find the zone there. 2-0 to Hardy of the Red Devils. Cole is going to sit about 87 with his fastball all day. Has a really nasty 12-6 hook. Nice fastball there, but a little bit up, and it's going to run at 3-0. So Hammond in danger of suffering a leadoff walk here. Always dangerous. And indeed he does, as he loses him on 4 straight, puts him on base.
Fielder number 6, Deacon Andrews.
And it's going to bring up Deacon Andrews, the left fielder for the Red Devils. There's the strike he was looking for. And Hammond is going to go ahead 0-1. Pickoff attempt. But Hardy is going to get back in time. Bunted at. Hammond scoops it up, fires to first, and they're going to get the out at first. But a successful sacrifice bunt there as the Red Devils content to play a little bit of small ball here, try and manufacture a run. take an early lead in the top of the second. Last time these two teams met was last night. Pike won 11-3. Cooper Crow throwing a complete game, and Ridge Smith, the big bat, going 3 for 4 with a walk, as the Pirates moved to 7-0 in the region, and the Red Devils fell to 0-7. So two teams going in a bit of different direction. See, Austin Lyle is the batter now for the Red Devils. The shortstop for Jackson. Swung on and missed. Actually, it's going to be tipped. It says blue behind the plate, but either way, it's a strike, and it's 0-1. Hammond's going to step off and reevaluate things here. 1 out in the inning off of the sacrifice bunt by Deacon Andrews. Swung on and fouled away. So as that one goes out of play, it'll run it 0-2. Hammond way ahead now. And he rings him up. Strike 3 called. Runs the fastball on the outside edge and gets the 3-pitch strikeout. And just like that, even with a runner in scoring position, the Pirates have themselves 2 outs in the inning, and Hammond is on pace to take care of things here and not allow that leadoff walk to hurt him. Pitch is high, ball 1. At the plate, number 9, Jacob Yawn. Senior Red Devil versus senior Pirate on the mound. This one is swung on and fouled. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner. Strike 2, 1-2, and Hammond has an opportunity to get out of the inning with no damage. Yawn at the plate, Hammond on the mound. Caleb comes set. Swing and a miss, and that's going to do it for the Red Devils here in the top of the second. Pike heads to the bottom of the second. 0-0 the score remains. But Hammond right now, despite suffering the leadoff walk, strikes out 2 and is going to put his offense at the plate with a 0-0 game.
In the bottom of the second, number 7, Cole Hammond.
And And as we're coming back here for the bottom of the second, Cole Hamill will step to the plate, the starting pitcher today for the Pirates, the number 5 hitter. Trying to help himself out here as he's going to lead things off in the bottom of the second. Big cut, driven out into right center field. What a catch made. Wow. The center fielder for the Red Devils just stole a hit from Cole Hammond. Wow, an impressive play there made by the Red Devils center fielder to take a hit away from the starter of the Pirates. And with Hammond's wheels, that's easily going to be a double over the head of the center fielder. You got to be thinking probably 3 bases, but it ends up just being a long, loud out, number 1. And it turns things over to Christian Childress, the shortstop, number 6, batting 6th. Showed bunt on the first pitch, but pulled away. It's 1-0. No bunt shown here as this one is fired into center field, and that's going to drop in for a single. So Childress is at first. And it'll bring up the freshman phenom, Ty Mobley. The future Auburn Tiger steps to the plate with a runner at first and a chance to do some damage. This one stroked into left field. Caught at the warning track and fired back in by Andrews. So once again, just a long, loud out there, out number 2. Mobley couldn't quite get enough of that one. Put a good swing on it, but not quite enough to get it out or into the gap. And it's going to make it 2 outs, runner on first, as up to the plate comes number 24, Jackson Terry. Terry, the catcher for the Pirates. Nice curveball dropped in there by Harris. It's going to go 0-1 to the catcher for the Pirates. Terry and Childress both checking their cards to see what's in store. Swing and a miss. This one in the dirt, and Childress is going to wind up at second base with a clean swipe. 1-2 is the count, but now a runner in scoring position for Terry. Harris is going to step off. Looks Childress back, and now going to have a word with his catcher. Harris comes set. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. A bit of a delayed call from Blue there. Man rings him up. Terry goes down on strikes, and Harris gets out of the inning stranding the runner at second base. Another runner left stranded for the Pirates, and that turns things over to the top of the third. Score here from Pike County, 0-0 going to 3.
Leading off for Jackson, the third baseman, number 3, Thomas Frost.
And after the break, we are back here at Pike County. Leading off, as you just heard, Thomas Frost, the third baseman. Strike called from Hammond as Cole is starting to settle in now. This one's low, trying to paint that one down at the knees, but couldn't quite get it up enough to catch the zone, and it's going to go to 1-1. Hammond working quickly here. Tried to bring that hook in, but couldn't get it down. A little trouble finding the release point on that one as that sails on him a little bit. 2-1 now. This one swung on and hit into right field.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Red Devils.
But putting the squeeze on it is the Pirates right fielder, and that is going to end things for the third baseman of the Red Devils. 1 out in the inning. And in steps Camden Minor. Shows bunt, pulls back, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with the 12-6. Hammond works it back even, 1-1. Shows bunt again, but pulls that one back. It's a strike called, though. And it's going to go 1-2 as Hammond gets ahead of Minor. Can't quite find the outside edge. That one runs it 2-2. Still trying to get that outside corner with a bit of a breaking pitch, but can't quite get it there. Fires the fastball in there, and that one is fouled away. Full count, foul ball. We will turn it around and do it all over again. That one's high. Check swing, no swing. It's going to put a runner on, and so another walk for Hammond. Has a runner on first, 1 out in the inning. Pickoff attempt, but nothing doing. 13-13 over there at first. Minor and Mobley. Another pickoff attempt. Slide step strike. 0-1. Kanan Bernhard. Bernhardt. Strike called. Throw down. And Minor's going to get in there safely as the throw gets away from Childress there. And you can tell the scouting report on Minor was that he's a runner going to try to attempt, because a couple pickoff attempts on the before even the first pitch of the at bat, and then we saw him take off there on the fourth. But right now, focus should change to the batter as he's way ahead is Hammond. 0-2 count. Runner in scoring position now at second after the steal by Minor. But if Hammond can take care of business here, he'll make it 2 outs, and he can put all of his attention on the man at the plate and not even worry about Minor at second. Bernhardt ready at the plate. Nope, now calls time. Pitch delivered, swing and a miss, and Bernhardt goes down. And that's exactly what Hammond needed. 4th strikeout of the day. And that's going to bring up Zane Walker. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down, and Minor's in safely as Terry was not able to get the throw down in time. So back-to-back steals for Minor puts him just 90 feet away, but a swing and a miss gives Hammond an 0-1 advantage. Here's the 0-1, catches the edge, 0-2. This one's fouled away to the right side. Strike 3 on the corner. And 5 Ks on the day for Hammond ends things in the top of the, the top of the 3rd. Red Devils get a runner to 3rd base, but are unable to bring him around to score. Another stranded runner here in the game, and that's been the story of the day for both of these squads. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd, Pike County bats trying to come alive here as we stay knotted at 0.
Third inning for the Pirates, the center fielder, number 23, Elijah Moss.
And the throw down means that it is time for the first batter of the inning. It is going to be center fielder junior, number 23, Elijah Moss. He'll be leading things off for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 3rd, and the lineup will then turn over. High ball. Harris trying to get that breaking pitch to come down just a little bit, but couldn't quite get it in the zone. That one's high as well. And Harris in early danger of losing Moss. You certainly don't want to put a runner on with a leadoff walk. That always is dangerous. But no danger of the walk here as Moss flies this one out to the third baseman, number 3, Thomas Frost for the Red Devils. And it's going to be out number 1 as the lineup turns over. It's back up to Coleman Johnson, the leadoff man for the Pirates. Trying to frame that one, but no dice. It's 1-0. Some changes being made behind the plate by the catcher. I believe that's number 11, Zane Walker. Ground ball is going to be fielded and fired across the diamond. That's the second play of the inning for Thomas Frost at third base. And the man in the hot corner having all of the action today fires this one across. It goes 5-3 for the ground out. And 2 outs real quick. And that brings up Zane Axelberg, the second baseman and the number 2 hitter. And this one is going to get through all the way down the line into left field foul territory. And so a rope down the line for Axelberg is going to have him standing at second base with a 2-out double.
Go, Zane, score! Let's go, Zane, score!
So after the 2-out double, it's going to bring up Ridge Smith. Had the big bat last night. We'll see if he can get things going for this Pirates offense here with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position in the bottom of the third. Pike has stranded a runner in each of the first 2 innings. Pirates hoping not to do the same here in the third. Got the right man at the plate for the occasion. This one's going to miss. Goes 2-0. Head coach Don Hanson and the Pirates looking to repeat as state champions and win their 3rd in 4 years. But right now having a hard time figuring out Harris. Strong cut on that one, but Smith is going to foul this one away. Runs it to 2-1. Fouled off the right side. Runs it to 2-2. Chase Harris, starting pitcher for the Red Devils, with a chance here to get out of the inning without suffering any damage once again. This one's in the dirt, kicks up and away from the catcher, and Axelberg is going to wind up at third. The count will run full, and the Pirates have the go-ahead run just 90 feet away now.
Go get home, Zane.
Hear a healthy wind there at Pike County High School. And Smith is going to take a walk. So battling back to put runners on the corners, and Caleb Hannon, the third baseman, will be at the plate cleanup hitter with a chance to do some damage. 2 outs in the inning, runners on the corners. Bottom of the third, 0-0 game here from Pike County High School.
Go. 7:45.
This one's in the dirt. Great stop by Walker to keep that one in front of him.
Ridge, you score 2. You score.
But didn't see it, but I think, yep, some heads-up base running there from Smith as he took second behind the runner at third, knowing they weren't going to get a throw down there, so anything on the dirt gave him a chance. Now a pair of runners in scoring position for the cleanup man of the Pirates. And Harris really, really having a battle here to try and get out of this inning without suffering any damage. 1-0's on the way. That one is low, and it's going to run at 2-0. Strike in there, breaking ball. Hammond looked like he was taking all the way there, just going to force him to throw him a strike after suffering the 2-out walk. Hammond calls time once again. Harris comes set, throws back. And Smith gets back in time. That's a dangerous decision to throw behind with Axelberg at third. I wonder if they try to throw behind again like that, if Axelberg might not just take off and try and take home. Ball is low. It's going to run it to 3-1 now, and Harris in danger of losing him, putting bases loaded with his opposing starting pitcher waiting on deck. This one gets away to the backstop. Axelberg slides in safe. Smith is going to advance to third, and it's going to be runners on the corners after a run scores on the wild pitch. Chalk that one up as an RBI for Caleb Hammond on the walk. And a run scored by Axelberg. So the 2-out double does end up coming back to hurt the Red Devils. Axelberg comes around to score, but the Pirates aren't done yet. They got runners on first and second. Still 2 outs in the inning, but Cole Hammond at the plate can really help himself out here with a big at bat. This one catches the plate inside. You crowd the plate like Hammond does, you're going to get some of those where you look at him dance out of the way and think, how could that possibly be a strike? Well, it's because he crowds the plate so much that, you know, if it runs inside and cuts back. That one is in the dirt. And Ridge is going to score as well from third. Hammond moves up to second. And it's a pair of runs across. So an RBI for the starting pitcher without even having to swing the bat. And he's got his brother at second. So another runner in scoring position for him. This one in the dirt. Great stop there by Walker behind the plate. swung on and fired into the right center field gap, but the center fielder is going to come on and make the catch. And once again, the center fielder taking a hit away from Hammond, but not before the Pirates scored 2 in the bottom of the third and put this one 2-0 in favor of Pike County. Heading into the top of the fourth, we got ourselves a good one here from Pike County, ladies and gentlemen. There you can see the 3A region standings. Pike County at the top, now 7-0 after their victory last night. These are as of before yesterday's game. Jackson at the bottom there, 0-7 now. Then in the middle, kind of middle of the pack, Peach and Mary Persons, who have already dropped 3 to the Pirates. And both teams will finish up facing each other at the top of the region. Pike County, hey, there we go. Pike County and Upson Lee will play each other next week with a region title potentially on the line. So high stakes in that matchup next week. Got Upson Lee sitting at number 12 in 3A, number 98 in the state. They are 13-7 overall and 6-3 in the region. But they are on a 3-game losing streak. Pike County needing to take care of business here today with their doubleheader against Jackson. Right now they lead 2-0. And Hammond starts things off with a strike to Chase Harris, his counterpart. Swing and a miss. So Hammond gets a quick 0-2 count in his favor. Bit of a waste pitch there outside, just trying to change the eye level a little bit. It's going to go 1-0. It looked like he was trying to catch the outside corner, but that's one that if you miss your spot, you miss it away. It's okay. Comes right back. Couldn't quite get that one down enough to get the strikeout. It's going to run to 2-2 now for Hammond. And the Pirates here have to stay focused, which you know Don Hanson's squad will, being the reigning state champions. This one wide outside. Nice scoop behind the plate by Walker. No, excuse me, Terry. Walker is the catcher for the Red Devils. And he loses him. So after going ahead 0-2, he comes back and throws 4 straight balls to walk the pitcher leading off. It's going to bring up Justin Hardy, the freshman for the Red Devils. We're going to get a designated runner in for the pitcher, Harris. And so Hammond suffers a leadoff walk. The Red Devils going to try to get right back into this one. This can, as I was saying, this is one of those games where, especially in a doubleheader, Pike has to stay focused to not let this be a trap game and look a little ahead to Upson Lee, as that's going to effectively be for the region championship next week. Can't get lost thinking about your next opponent and lose sight of this Jackson team, which can sneak up and surprise some people, as Hardy fires this one into right field. But this one is going to be squeezed and caught out there by Ridge Smith, who fires it back in.
Batting the left fielder, number 6, Deacon Andrews.
Go.
So in steps Deacon Andrews. running for the pitcher Harris is number 8, freshman Nick Gervasio. Swing and a miss. Nice fastball there from Hammond, who gets ahead 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And so Hammond gets ahead again. Last time he went 0-2, he lost him, but not this time as he rings him up at the knees. Strike 3 called, and Deacon Andrews has a seat as Hammond has his 6th strikeout of the day. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Austin Lyle, who swings and misses. Four straight strikes so far. Pickoff attempt, but nothing doing over at first base. This one low and outside. It's going to run into 1-1 as the second pitch goes for a ball. One misses, 2-1. Swung on and flied out to center field. And settling under that one is Moss, who squeezes it and ends the inning. And so after his squad gets him 2, we put up another scoreless frame for the starter, Cole Hammond, and it sends us to the bottom of the 4th. Pike leading 2-0 here against Jackson. Once again, tonight is Teacher Appreciation Night at Pike County High School. Pike County High School wants to thank everybody in the world of education, all of the teachers out there, all the educators, doing what they do to mold young minds and craft the future of our country.
In the 4th inning, number 6, Christian Childress.
Leading things off for Pike is going to be the shortstop, number 6, Christian Childress. Childress with a stolen base today already in the game. First pitch misses. It's going to be 1-0. This one catches the zone, though, and it is 1-1. Harris back on the mound, going for his 4th inning of work. Swung on and grounded to short. And Childress beats this one out as he's safe at first base on the grounder. Lyle unable to field that one in time. And it's going to be a leadoff base runner after the single. Has a man at first. Childress with a stolen base already in the day. Wonder if he's going to attempt to take another. But it's going to bring up Ty Mobley. This one flied out to center field. And in shallow center, this one's going to be caught on the run. And so Mobley, after one pitch, will have a seat. First out. And it'll bring up the catcher, Jackson Terry.
Line drive, real ball. Let's go.
Swung on and fouled to the left side. This one misses. It's going to run into 2-1. This one stroked down the line. Childress is going to go first to third, and we're going to have runners in scoring position. Second and third off the bat of Jackson Terry down the third base line. And another big inning brewing here as the Pirates have two runners in scoring position with only one out. We're going to get a designated runner here for the catcher, Terry.
Christian, score! Score! Let's go!
Courtesy running number 15, Turner Wheelan.
Let's go, Turner. You get there too. Let's go.
Courtesy runner is Turner Wheelan, number 15 for the Pirates.
Line drive, ground ball.
And Elijah Moss will step to the plate. Expect him to work the other way, infield in, as they don't want to let up any more. This one in the dirt. Nice stop by Walker behind the plate. And he's going to step out, have a word with his pitcher. And while he does that, we'll talk about Pike County, number 7 in 3A, number 70 in the state. A big turnaround from the last time we brought you a game for Pike. Their first region game of the year against Peach, where they took care of business and got the victory there. Started off a 7-game region winning streak, and at the time they were ranked somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 in the state. And pitch is on the way. This one's inside and misses. Childress takes off, and he's in for the score. So a third run scored on a wild pitch as Childress comes all the way around after the one-out single. No, pardon me, the leadoff single. It's also going to move Wheelan over to second base, or excuse me, to third. Swung on and flied to right. This should be another, and it definitely will be as that one falls. That one rolls a long way. They're going to send him. No, they're going to hold him at third. So a misplay out there in right field leads to Elijah Moss standing at third base with a triple a pair of RBIs, though the first one came on the wild pitch. And that one extends the lead to 4-0. It's going to turn the lineup over as it brings up Coleman Johnson.
Here you go, Elijah. Need you home, kid.
Strike called. That one nearly hits him as they couldn't find the release point on that curveball. Could Harris. It's going to run it to 2-1. Infield staying in as they're going to try to keep the lead at just 4. This one in the dirt, but Walker blocks. Walker's been busy behind the plate all day, and really the story of the game has been the wildness of Harris. He's been good in spots, and it took a while for Pike to figure him out, but once they were able to get some guys on base, and they just get another one as Johnson draws a walk. And it's going to bring up Axelberg, who got the score and started last inning, and it will bring head coach Ryan Duffy to the mound.
Hey, Elijah. Slow, kid. A little slow. Speed it up a little bit.
He's going to have a word with his starter, Harris, here. Try and settle him down a little bit as he's got runners on the corners and only one out. So meeting at the mound is over. And to the plate steps Ridge Smith, the number 3 hitter, the right fielder. And he's got runners on the corners and a chance to really open this one up. Bottom of the 4th, 4-0 Pike leads with a chance to extend that lead. Runner takes off. And he's going to take second without a throw, so immediately Harris just, something in the scouting report told him that they could take advantage of Harris, who's a little bit rattled. And now runners in second and third, both runners in scoring position. Infield in, Smith flies this one to right, but this one's going to get out of play. So it's Moss at second, or excuse me, Moss at third, standing there after the triple. Axelberg at first. I'm all kind of backward. It's Johnson at first and Axelberg at the plate. This one is grounded, and this one gets through into left field. Left fielder fires the cutoff man, throw home, not in time, and that's going to plate a pair. Axelberg is going to get back to first. There's a throw down there, but not in time, and Axelberg puts the pressure on just that much more, driving in a pair. And this one right now has a chance of really getting out of hand. 6-0, 1 out in the inning, runner on first. We know Axelberg is not afraid to take a base. And that one's going to hit Ridge.
The third baseman, number 11, Caleb Hammond.
And Axelberg did attempt to take second, but the hit by pitch is just going to move him over on the force. Runners at first and second after the hit by pitch, and it's going to bring up Hammond to clean up third baseman. Relatively quiet day so far for Hammond. A walk, an RBI, but not really an RBI. It goes as an RBI in the record book, but didn't have to swing the bat. It was a wild pitch that scored a runner from third. Throw down. Axelberg takes third. I would imagine that Smith took second behind him. He did not, so runners on the corners. Smith is going to get hung up. Oh, and so Smith is going to be safe. Like Coleman before him, he takes off before the pitch. Johnson got in without a throw. Ridge got in with the throw, but I guess the tag was missed. Nice breaking pitch on the outside edge, though. Catches the zone. It's
Alex.
0-1. Yes, sir.
He was stepped up, so he was trying to get the guy from going home, and that's why he stepped up. He was almost on the green. This, I don't know if it's the shortstop or the second baseman.
Yeah.
I'm not that smart, but that's what happened. So he looked at it for a second, but they're trying to see if they can trick him and get that third baseman home.
Yep.
Or that third base runner home. So.
Yeah, but it's surprising that he didn't at
He didn't
least
even try
apply
to-
the tag.
Right. No,
yeah.
he didn't even switch, because if you switch back, then you would think the third base runner was going to go. So
Yep.
that'd be my thought.
This one's going to be fired into the left field. Caught right down the line. No, it's not. I guess it falls in.
Coming to the plate, number 7, Cole Hammond.
And so that one does fall in. It's a double for Hammond down the left field line. Smith is going to end up at third. Had to hold up there. But that is going to be a one-out double. It'll plate a run. Smith will be at third, Hammond at second, and Hammond at the plate. Strike called. That extends the lead to 7. Hammond takes a cut, but fouls this one away off to the right side. So it's 0-2 now for the starter of the Pirates. Fouled away again down the third base line. Count remains 0-2. Harris really battling, trying to get out of this one. Already suffered 5. Fouled once more. Big crooked inning here for the Pirates in the bottom of the 4th, and trying to put this one out of reach. If they can plate another 3 and Hammond goes scoreless in the top of the 5th, that would be ball game. Pirates saying, we got another game. Let's get this one over with. Ball up, and it's going to make it 1-2. Swung on a shot to the left side. This one's going to fall down the line. It's going to plate a pair. And the starting pitcher for the Pirates is going to be standing at second base. He is potentially the Mercy winning run on second. He's going to get a courtesy runner, and we're going to get another conversation as we are probably going to get a pitching change here. Courtesy running for Cole Hammond is going to be number 16, Carson Gaston. And we are going to get a change at pitcher. So before we get Childress, we're going to get a new man on the mound for the Red Devils. It is going to be number 16. That is Cal Lowe, freshman lefty for the Red Devils. And if you're just joining us, this one has really been all Pike over the last couple of innings. Got the first 2 runs across in the bottom of the third and then have exploded for 7 here in this bottom of the fourth, and they're not done. They've got a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. Again, those of you who are new to the world of high school baseball in the state of Georgia, there are mercy rules in place. It is 15 after 3 and 10 after 5. So if a team leads by 15 or more runs after 3 innings, the game is over. And if a team is leading by 10 or more runs after 5 innings have been completed, the game is over at that point and they are awarded the victory. So Pike, with an opportunity here as the home team, they would not have to bat in the bottom of the 5th if they are able to plate another run, and then Cole continues to hold the Jackson Red Devils scoreless in the top of the 5th. And with a doubleheader on tap, you got to think the Pike Pirates are hoping to do just that, to try and get this one done early and in the books and get on to game 2. Try and come away with a season sweep here of the Red Devils. Talking about it earlier. Pike sitting at number 7 in 3A, number 70 in the state. Quite a turnaround from the early part of the year, but if you joined us for that early broadcast, Pike versus Peach, I talked about it then. This is the most dangerous number 200 or whatever they were ranked at the time team, and they've proven me right here. As they've won 9 of their last 11. They're 7-0 in the region, trying to move on to 8-0 here as they have this one well in hand. Anything can happen, obviously, but they are in firm control right now. And, you know, we talked about it before. They loaded that schedule, did the reigning state champions. Swung on and missed by Childress as he was trying to open that one up right away. But the reigning state champions, they loaded their early schedule with some of the best teams, not just in the state of Georgia, but all across the Southeast. I believe as this one bounces, runner's going to advance to third. And, you know, we talked about it at that time. It was something like 5 of their first 9 games were against teams that were ranked in the top 10 in the state, whatever state they were in. A couple from Florida, I believe 1 from Alabama, and then a few in Georgia. And when you're playing that kind of competition, they had 4 or 5 games that were decided by less than 2 runs, and they struggled hitting early in the year, couldn't quite find their offense. But ever since region play started, they have found their offenses. This one runs high 2-1. And ever since they got those bats cooking, it has been just all Pike. The second half of the season has been all Pirates. And we're seeing that a lot here today as this one is wide out 3-1. As Lowe misses. Swung on and fouled away. 3-1 green light there for Childress, and that's going to run it full. And Lowe coming in, the freshman lefty for the Red Devils, just trying to stop the bleeding here. 7 across already in the inning. And this one's going to bounce, and it's going to be a walk for Childress. So we'll see what happens now. Runners on the corners. And it's going to bring up High Mobley. The lineup has turned over, the 11th batter of the inning now. Childress led the inning off. Eventually came around to score. Led things off with a leadoff single. Mobley flied out to his shallow center field. And the future Tiger takes a look at this one. Up and in, 1-0.
Let's go, Ty. Finish this thing, kid. Ground ball, line drive. Ground ball. Let's go.
Runner goes. This one in the dirt. This one kicks away. Runner from third is going to go. And he's in safely. Childress is going to go for third. And he's in safely there. So the stolen base of second. The runner advances on the wild pitch to score. That makes it 10-0. And Mobley is going to have himself an RBI without ever having to swing the bat. We're going to have a conversation as head coach Ryan Duffy believes that they got Childress at third base. It was close. But the stolen base goes first to second, does Childress. The wild pitch is going to lead to the score by courtesy runner Gaston.
Let's go!
And Coach Duffy letting Blue have that one a little bit. But Mobley at 2-0 and a runner at third base now. One already coming around to score. Looking for a little bit of insurance. This one's going to be fouled away. Catches the zone. Nice pitch there from the freshman. Front doors him. Excuse me, back doors him. Tries to go back to that back door, but can't get it to catch the zone. This one's outside, and a nice job blocking there by Walker. Keeps it in front. Keeps the runner at third, and it's going to run it full. 3-2 now for Mobley.
Batting catcher number 24, Jackson Terry.
And apologize for the technical difficulties, but looks like Mobley went down on strikes. Not sure if it was swinging or looking, but either way, it is a strikeout, freshman versus freshman, and the freshman comes out on top. It'll be 2 outs, and now Jackson Terry, the catcher, at the plate.
Christian, score, man. Go home.
High and outside. This one's in for a strike, 2-1.
Let's go.
And the freshman Lowe seems to have settled in now. This one's fouled away. It's going to run it to 2-2. Big hook. Terry unable to resist that one as he fouls that one away to the right side. This one bounces, gets by the catcher. Childress comes in, but he's going to be tagged out at the plate. And so there will be no insurance run here in the bottom of the fourth. But the Pike County Pirates have put 8 on the board in the bottom of the fourth. They take a 10-0 lead to the top of the fifth. Hammond still scoreless We'll see if he can put another 0 on the board for the Pirates when we come back. You can see there the possible playoff matchups for Pike County as they look to punch their ticket to another playoff berth. They are going to be playing against either the 3 or 4 team, depending on how the series goes next week against Upson Lee. They will be either the 1 or 2. They've got the 1 and 2 locked up. So looking at either the 3 or the 4. You can see the standings there as they've got everything locked up for the 1 and 2 spot. It's just going to come down to Pike and Upson Lee next week to determine who is the region champion out of 3A. Pike County trying to go for, I believe this is going to be 4 in a row potentially if they win. And we do have a new, no, excuse me. Got the numbers confused there. So Cole Hammond will be back out on the mound trying to close this one out. As we talked about, high school baseball in the state of Georgia is 7 innings. However, there are mercy rules in place, 15 after 3, 10 after 5. And right now, that's what Pike is staring down. They've got a 10-run lead in the 5th inning. If Hammond can put up another 0, this one is going to be over right here, right now, and it'll take us into Game 2, which will come up just shortly after this one wraps up. Hammond starts off with a strike on the foul ball. Expected start time of game number 2 of the doubleheader. Game number 3 of the series was going to be 6:30. I think we might get a little bit earlier start time than that, but Walker is going to try and have something to say about that at the plate. Cut on and fly to the right side into foul territory. Mobley drifts into the shadows and makes the squeeze. And anybody who hasn't played the game of baseball doesn't know just how hard of a play that is to make. It looks routine, and it is relatively speaking, but when you play around with those shadows right there on the edge of the shadows, drifting into it like that, you can lose the ball as it comes down. It's a much tougher play than it looks. So well done by the freshman over there in foul territory. Is out number 1. Swung on and driven down the line. What a play made. Hammond saving the shutout for his brother for the time being, as he takes that one right down the line, fires it all the way across the diamond, and it's out number 2. 5-3 goes the ground out, and the Red Devils are down to their final batter. Hammond trying to complete this one in 5. Swung on, fired over to second, thrown to first, and that is going to do it as Hammond slams the door shut. A complete game shutout for senior Cole Hammond, and he was basically untouchable all day long. A handful of walks scattered across 5 innings, and that's just about all that was doing for the Red Devils here in Game 1. Offensive production up and down the lineup, but really the story of the day was the wildness of the pitchers on the mound for the Red Devils. Multiple runs scored off of wild pitches, but some big bats there with a triple by Elijah Moss, a double by Zane Axelberg, as well as a double by Caleb Hammond, brother of our starter today. But really the big swing was the 3 RBIs on the day for Cole Hammond, who also had 6 strikeouts and a double at the plate. So big day for a lot of Pirates in Game 1, and it's not over yet, folks. We are going to turn around and come right back here with Game 2, which should be getting underway in just about 30 minutes. Usually is about the time that they take between games.
That would be correct, Alex. And we will be kicking off. We'll be shooting for the tip and doing some icing and maybe going on the first tee here for the baseball fans out there in this world. Alex did a great job, buddy. I appreciate all your help here on the Score 58 Network. We'll be back at 6:15 right before first pitch here between Jackson and Pike. I'm Bo McMichael with Alex Schaefer and Maya Barrett here on the Score 58 Network. We'll be right back.